The spiritual meaning of relationships, romantic and otherwise. The world is a mirror. I see my past reflected at my beautiful face. I see the world not as it is, but through the filter of my past, as my traumatic responses to outer stimuli. Once I surrender those traumatic responses, the outside world will not poke and bug me as much. My inner world will be serene to see reality as it is. I don't see the world, I see my past. I don't see my partner, I see my past. I don't see my art, I see my past. I don't see God, I see myself. Relationships are for spiritual growth. My partner mirrors my trauma back to me. I don't see them, I see my projections. Lucky me. Now, to heal, I face my trauma on the path to genuine relating. When my partner bugs me and pokes me, I watch my emotional responses. I take full responsibility for my inner world. Chances are, my past is what bugs me, not the person that I love. I condition my nervous system to respond in a particular way. Is that useful? It feels nasty inside. Shall I perpetuate my misery? Shall I project that nastiness to my partner? Is that nice? I take full responsibility and choose otherwise. Patience, humbleness, and acute self-awareness are the ingredients to face the past, to free the future. Collapsing past wounds into resolutions of love brings partners close and encourages future resolutions in love. Both partners have to be able to take responsibility for their reactions and be able to see the other person's perspective. In romantic relationships, open communication and complete vulnerability leads to dissolving trauma responses into love. Such resolutions collapse distance and unite in love. The romantic partner is truly the greatest teacher. I don't see her. I see my past trauma reflected at my beautiful face. I don't blame her, but instead sit, resolve my pain, and communicate in complete truth, openness, receptivity, and vulnerability. Such resolutions of genuine love can only be met with love. Miracles and wonders of love will permeate the relationship. Relationships are not meant for joy solely. How could they in my current state? Pain naturally arises as past layers of trauma appear, and that trauma causes distance and coldness between me and my partner, until the trauma is resolved with responsibility and humbleness alone. Then, distance collapses as both partners share their conclusions in love. Picture a sinus wave that grows more and more toward the center as time goes on. I will link a little drawing that I did on a little yellow sticky note. Please take a minute to look at it. Now click the link, look at it real quick. Now that you've done that, after each trauma response, distance arises between the partners. You will see that in my drawing. The partners look into the mirror and resolve their traumatic responses with complete responsibility. Then, in complete vulnerability and open communication, love collapses the distance and growth in love happens. You see the spikes of the wave, the sinus wave. They grow smaller and smaller towards the middle. As more and more trauma is released, more and more closeness can come into the relationship and the partners understand each other better. That's the growth in love, and the distance between the partners collapses with each and every trauma response faced. Now, such is the journey to union here on earth. Growth in love is but natural in partnerships where traumas are faced acutely and consciously. Soul growth is recognized as the main purpose of the partnership. Coldness and distance are but natural in partnerships where the spiritual growth component is ignored. Grow in love with your partner, or marry your trauma and live with it, or hop from partnership to partnership only to get the same trauma reflected at your beautiful face. Your soul wants to free itself. The world is a mirror. Divine partnerships are the way home. Awaken genuine love in your heart by working on your trauma responses, and in time, a like soul will enter your life by frequency, and you can both share the growth journey and collapse pain to unite in love. Love can only be met with love. No one can reject an authentic and honest resolution in total vulnerability. Resolve like that. No one can reject an authentic and honest relationship in total vulnerability. Love like that. No one can reject an authentic and honest song in total vulnerability. Make art like that. Let your natural expression be the miracle. Frauds and images. When people are relating, they are relating through images. I have an image of myself. You have an image of me. They are not one. I have an image of you. You have an image of yourself. They are not one. I am not my image. You are not your image. People never meet. When you start shedding layers of your image, you feel like a fraud. The new and the old image collide. You know this, and others notice. It's painful until you notice that no image is you. You are beyond any image, holy or otherwise, good or bad. Then refinement becomes simple. Refinement, you see, is necessary. Create a freer, more habitable image, but shed that image also. Love can only be met with love. You don't need to hold an image of yourself. Your soul is free in total vulnerability and complete self-expression, meaning no filter through any image. Then you are not a fraud, but yourself. Refinement is endless. Evolution doesn't stop. You get closer and closer to who you are and get to know your essence, God, and creation deeper through inner knowledge. You unfold knowledge within your heart and gain insight by refining yourself. It feels like you are becoming yourself again, yet you never were anything but your soul. You remember, learn, grow, and humbly share some of the gifts you uncover within yourself. With time, your world starts changing, and you experience love around you. Life becomes beautiful as you become beautiful. I am that I am. The moment you cloak the I am in an image, you seemingly cage your essence. So let's conclude. People never meet. It is impossible to meet in the land of images. Without images, souls meet in genuine love. Then you can start the journey of authentic relating. You will emanate love and naturally attract a like soul. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water underneath the earth. That's from Exodus. When I blame the world for how I feel inside, I am a victim of circumstance. I take my power back by observing my reactions acutely, then surrendering them to God. The real me is my soul that is completely free of the image that I've assumed and perfectly capable of surrendering my past to God. When I meditate or make art, I am free of my pain. I know the experience of utter freedom, and yet the code of past, the identity I've assumed, holds me prisoner. It's time I choose otherwise. It's time I take back my power. It's time I recognize lessons for what they are. Manifestations of outer stimuli that poke past wounds for me to purge the past for good. I stop running. I am grateful for the world that mirrors myself back to me. All I see is me until I see God. All that I witness is me, aka my past. The world is me. Beyond the world lies God. The unity that I am looking for lies beyond my past, lies beyond my pain, lies dormant for me to find myself standing where I stood all along, one in love, at home with God. If words resonate, join the Road for Artists community linked below, where we walk the road side by side and I initiate you into the spiritual path of art. Can you write a song of agony, the state of the world? I can't go to sleep. I'm watching the news. The state of the world, my dear, we're falling apart. The soup of the world in words. I'm terrified. When the world stopped listening, I was a small girl in my own world, you see. When the world stopped listening, a woman got down in a storm and I drowned. I was hiding from myself until I saw the tar in my heart. I found my answer. I'm the state of the world, but what do I know? Can you write a song of destiny, a state of the world? Wars are waging out there, wars are waging in here. The state of the world, my dear, we're falling apart. The soup of the world in words. I'm terrified. When the world stopped listening, I was a small girl in my own world, you see. When the world stopped listening, a woman got down in a storm and I drowned. I was hiding from myself until I saw the tar in my heart. I found my answer. I'm the state of the world, but what do I know? Stubborn like a mule, virtues of a fool.